Hello everyone. This is a basic collage experiment. It's an exercise, it's a practice. All you need is some figures, maybe some magazine images, photographs, book pages, and you need some fussy cut heads. They really need to be fussy cut or given some kind of shape so that you can see the backgrounds when you put them on your figures. So this is a simple experiment. It's meant to be entertaining, for you to let go of fear. If you use no glue, you can experiment with different things and you don't have to worry about using your special things up. If you're just beginning to do collage, you probably don't have very much collage fodder. So you don't really want to use up everything that you have found. So if you don't use glue and you kind of experiment with these kinds of things, if you like it, you can take a photograph of it. You have a copy of what you're doing. The basic thing is to just have fun. Let go of the fear, play around, have some fun. Collage is fun. It's not a serious matter. And so the takeaway for this is actually twofold. The first one is, that's too big. Put some of these smaller ones here. The first one is to make collage fun. It's entertaining. It doesn't have to be serious. Let go of the fear. If you're not using glue, you're not using up your items. You have your things to use again in different ways. Have fun with. The second thing is finding items that are ordinary and imagining possibilities of something different. You want to be able to go through a magazine, say, and see something and think about using the image in a different way than it was that you find it. It's all about creating your own reality. It's about changing things to make them different, either to make them funny or to make a statement, whatever. So that's what I'm going to show you here. So this is basically the experiment, is to collect some potential heads, find some bodies, some magazine images that you can mess around with, maybe some photographs. And find some potential heads and use them kind of like paper dolls. You don't have to glue anything down, so you have all these heads that you can play around with. It is very entertaining. It's obsessive. I am doing a series of artist trading cards, and I'm just obsessed with finding funny heads to put on these figures. So let me come right back. So I'm back with a typical page from a magazine. And there's probably, it's one of those pages that you probably would look at and pass up because there's not a whole lot there. But when I see something like this, I see all kinds of potential. Here is a perfume bottle that could be fussy cut out to be a head. I see some earrings that could easily be eyes on a face. And I see this cruise ship. And most people, you see cruise ships everywhere. Like, it's just another cruise ship. But let's imagine the possibilities. I am going to fussy cut this out. And I am going to cut off the details, the little tiny little protrusions here. I don't need all of that. It will look messy if I try to keep those tiny little things. And I am moving the paper and not the scissors. It makes fussy cutting a whole lot easier. I do have a fussy cutting video if you're more interested in that. So here is the ship. I cut away all those little antennae, all that stuff. I need all those little details. I don't need that. All right. This is close enough. It still looks like a ship. And it could very easily be a head. But let's think about this in another way. You see ships like this floating in water somewhere, okay? You usually see them in the ocean, right? Because they're going places. Well, what if you put that ship in a different body of water? This one, you can't really see it very well, but, it's still there. You're creating a new reality. Let's think about this some more. What is a place that you might not see a ship? Sand? That's interesting. That's unusual. So this experiment, this exercise, this practice is to find objects and imagine other possibilities for them. What could I do with that ordinary something? Make a new reality. And so that's the practice that I am encouraging you beginners, or even those that have done this for a while, to imagine when you're coming across something, and imagine what you can do with it. Don't make it ordinary. Yeah, it's a ship, so let's put it in water somewhere. Let's play around with it. Let's experiment. Let's have some fun. And that's what collage is all about. It's experimenting, it's having fun, it's imagining different scenarios for your collage fodder. It's collecting interesting stuff. So I encourage you to go out and really look at those magazine images and really, think about all the different possibilities. Practice. The more you do this kind of exercise, the more you're going to see all the potential for all the things that you're finding in those magazines. Do it slowly, take your time, and really think about, what can I do with a stupid perfume bottle? You can have something popping out of it. You can have something inside of it. You can have it in a place like a head that it really shouldn't be. So that's what I encourage you guys all to do. Experiment with the possibilities. Thanks for watching.